Let me ask you something. Has your car ever suddenly stalled? For no reason at all? You're sitting there, maybe at a red light or just about to pull out of your driveway, and boom, engine cuts out. Dead, no warning. And in that moment, your mind goes blank. You wonder, is this it? Is my car finished? Do I need a mechanic now? But here's the truth that no one's ever told you. In most cases, you don't need a mechanic at all. You just need to understand what's really going on under that hood. Because this little stalling trick your car is playing on you, it's not always a breakdown. It's not always a disaster. In fact, many times it's something so small, so fixable, that you can solve it right where you're parked. The problem is, we've been conditioned, brainwashed even, to believe that if our car stops running, we're helpless. That we need to call someone, tow it, or pay hundreds just to get back on the road. That's a lie. And the auto industry doesn't mind keeping you in the dark, because every time you panic, they profit. But here's the truth. Most car stalls follow a pattern. The engine shuts off, but there's still battery. It cranks, maybe even tries to start, but doesn't catch. Sound familiar? That right there is your opportunity. Because with just a few moves, things any driver can do, you can bypass the confusion, fix the issue on the spot, and be driving again in minutes. You don't need tools, you don't need experience, and you definitely don't need to sit around waiting for a tow truck. In fact, what I'm about to show you has worked for thousands of drivers, right from their driveway, a parking lot, even the side of the road. This isn't guesswork. These are real, time-tested steps that revive a stalled car when you thought it was done for. So stay with me, because in the next few minutes I'm going to break down exactly what to do the moment your car stalls and how to get it running again instantly. Once you know this, you'll never be stuck or helpless again. Ready? Let's begin. Step 1. Don't panic. Put the car in park or neutral. First, if your car is automatic, make sure it's fully in park. If it's manual, shift into neutral. Many cars have safety sensors that prevent ignition if the gear isn't properly aligned. Yes, your car might simply be refusing to start because it thinks it's still in motion or in the wrong gear. So don't keep turning the key and draining your battery. Set the position first. Step 2. Turn off everything that draws power. This is where most people mess up. When your engine stalls, turn off the AC, heater, radio, lights, everything. Your car's electrical system is under strain. You need to give full focus to the starter and ignition. Even a weak battery can fire up a stalled car if it's not competing with 6 other systems. Once all accessories are off, turn the key to off. Wait 5 to 7 seconds, and then move to the next step. Step 3. Perform a soft ECU reset, the magic trick. This one is rarely taught, but works like a charm. Turn the ignition to on, not all the way to start, just on. Leave it there for 10 to 15 seconds without cranking the engine. You'll often hear a click, a hum, or even feel the car adjusting. That's the ECU resetting and sensors recalibrating. Why this works. When your car stalls due to a faulty idle signal, air-fuel imbalance, or dirty throttle body, the ECU gets confused. This brief on position allows your car's brain to reset without fully starting the engine. It realigns sensor data so when you do crank it, you're not fighting the computer. Step 4. Press the gas pedal slightly while cranking. Now it's time to start the car. While turning the key, lightly press the gas pedal about 25 to 30% down. This manually opens the throttle, allowing more air into the combustion chamber. If your car stalled due to a clogged idle air control valve, dirty throttle body, or sticky sensor, this simple move overrides the restriction and gets the engine to fire. Don't flood it with gas, you're just helping it breathe better during startup. Most of the time, the car will now start instantly. If not, move to Step 5. Step 5. Quick under the hood reset. No tools needed. Pop the hood and do a basic hand check. Wiggle the battery terminal. Loose connections can cause sudden stalls. Tap the fuse box gently. A stuck relay can trigger random shutdowns. A light tap can reset it. Unplug and replug the MAF sensor. If easily accessible, this refreshes the air-fuel data and can help with startup. You're not repairing anything. You're just interrupting temporary glitches that confuse your car's brain. Still not starting? Try this final move. Hold the key in crank position for 4 to 5 seconds, not just a quick turn. Modern cars sometimes take longer to engage if sensor feedback is slow. Also, try cranking with foot off the pedal, especially on fuel-injected cars, as some ECUs cut fuel if they detect unnecessary throttle during startup. If the car starts, congratulations, you just outsmarted the stall without spending a single rupee or dollar. Most stalling issues aren't mechanical failure, they're temporary miscommunications between your car's brain and sensors. Mechanics know this, but if they can keep you dependent on towing and diagnostics, you stay in the trap. Once you learn this routine, you take back control. You'll stop fearing a stall because you'll know exactly what to do to get back on the road. Ever had your car stall in the worst place at the worst time? Drop your story in the comments. You never know who you might help. And if this trick worked for you, you just became smarter than most mechanics.